Build the Lord. How you guys feeling today? This is LaDon. I am in the house and I'm hoping you guys are enjoying your day. But man, today's just been a good day. This beard, I've been having this beard, I'm gonna say for about 2 years. This shit, I've been growing and growing. I look good with a beard. If I cut this beard off, man, you forget about it. But I'm glad I'm grown now and stuff. But today's been a good day, and I hope you guys had a good day. I'm hoping you guys had a good day. Today's been a way better day. The other days before this, man, it was hard. Ups and downs is part of life. But if you like my show, hey, watch another video. That'd be nice. And you want to describe. And if you like. And thank you for the people that watch it. Yeah. And I just started doing my shorts videos. Yeah, give it up for the shorts videos. Yeah. I'm starting to do my shorts. So what I'm going to do is do a video and then I'm going to do my shorts. So my shorts is going to grow. So right now I believe I got about 8 of them. Yeah, 8 of them. So I'm get the shorts going on, get the people out there. If you like it, just share with your friends, your family, whoever in prison. I don't give a damn. It is what it is, but today is a good day, and I'm hoping you're having a good day too. But what I want to talk about today on my video of 100th video, and because I have to give him the praise, and that is God. Give it up for God! Yeah, God, Jesus. We're talking about God today. That's what I'm going to talk about. G-O-D. What? You got to give it up for him. Give it up for Jesus. Thank you for everybody for coming. Yeah, give it up for Jesus. Yeah, give it up for Jesus. Jesus. I don't think Jesus is coming out, but I know he watching me. So he's out there. He's watching me. That's all I know. I thought Jesus was gonna come to the door and he was gonna do an interview and y'all can talk to him and stuff. But he's not here. But he's in spirit, as I can say. That'd be cool to meet Jesus. What would you say if you met Jesus? What'd you do? Like you meet Michael Jackson or you meet a star, you'll be like, Michael, I love you. You meet somebody that's famous, you meet Drake, you'll be like, Drake, man, I love listening to music. What happened if you just met Jesus? Jesus just came out like, hey, you'd be like, I'm Jesus. You'd be like, I think what you were thinking, you'd be thinking all the bad stuff you did, like, Lord, I know I'm so happy to meet you, but I'm gonna make it into heaven. That's that's the first words if I would met Jesus. Or if I met God, I'd be like, God, is my name written in the book of life forever? I just want to know. And I know you forgave me for my sins, but is my name in the book of forever? I want to live forever in the kingdom of heaven. Is my name in there? It's my name. That mean he'd be standing there and stuff. Jesus be standing there looking at you. You be thinking of all the sin you did. I'm like, and Jesus look at you, be like, I know what you did. You're like, huh? What? What? Oh. You forgave me for all that. Remember that, Jesus? You forgave me. I asked for forgiveness. So. If you was not forgiving, as soon as you see Jesus, you be like, God, can you forgive me? I did a lot. I'm born into sin. I read it in the Bible. I'm born into sin. Remember that? Remember? But it would be nice. One day we will meet Jesus and stuff like that. But I do love the Lord. I love the Lord. The truth is, I listen to some sermons. I listen to T.D. Jakes. I listen to Jamal Bryan, Noah Jones. Eddie Long, not Eddie Long. Eddie Long died. I remember Eddie Long. He used to come out with that. He used to be sharp, big old muscles, and he'd be Eddie Long. But Eddie Long dead. I don't know what happened to him, but he died. But that's what I listen to is Noah Jones, Jamal Bryan, T.D. Jakes. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah. So I listen to them and I get the scripture. And and Miles. Miles is a very good guy. He talks about relationships and dreams. And he died. He died in years ago. He was a pastor for the islands. He was president for the islands. Some of his congregation was on a plane and they died. They died. They crashed and they died. A whole bunch of his congregation. But if you look it up, I believe it's Myles Moreau, Miles Moreau, or something like that. But he's very good on YouTube. He teaches about marriage and I mean, he breaks it down. He don't be like, Lord bless you, Jesus. No, he's like on point. He's from detail as detail. He don't preach. He speaks the word in a different way. Like he speaks to you. He don't just preach to you. He speaks to you. So I think that's a very good guy to listen to. I've been to church, man. I you know, the reason I started loving God, it was my Aunt Della. My Aunt Della, I ain't talked about her yet and nothing like that. But my Aunt Della, she used to live in this old home back in the high desert and out there in this old home that the church gave her and stuff like that. And rest in peace to my Aunt Della. She was the most beautiful woman in the world, but she's the one that told me about Jesus. You know, I didn't know nothing about God, you know, and she used to tell me to go to church with her. That's when they had churches that last for 6 hours and you was a kid, you'd be like, I don't understand. You sit there in church like this. Okay, it's not going to be an hour. There'd be 8 hours. You're like, Jesus, yeah. Jesus. I'm like, we don't get no lunch break, 15-minute break. Y'all gonna just preach all day long. And I remember my Aunt Della used to go up there and before this church started, she used to just like sit there and pray to Jesus. I don't know how long it was because I was too young. And I used to sit there and play with a little toy and all that. And she used to bless me with some oil and stuff. But she the one that brought me to Jesus. Yeah, Jesus, yeah. She brought me to Jesus, yeah. And that was the most beautiful aunt I ever had in my life. Yes, beautiful woman. She did a lot in my life, you know. I remember when I used to stay at her house and she used to use that bless oil, you know, that bless oil. You know, she'll put a cross. She got to get that blessed oil. I don't know if they got blessed oil anymore. It's like olive oil, you know. It's not cooking oil. I don't know. It was like a little jar. They call it blessed oil, but I don't know if they sell it. I ain't seen nobody bought it since then. I ain't never seen nobody. But she used to get this blessed oil. Used to put a cross right here and to be like, yeah, Jesus, bless LaDon. And she used to put that cross. And then she'll put the blessed oil over my lips. I don't know why she did it, but she's like, you need some Jesus to bless your lips, and I thank God for that. I thank God because I got beautiful lips. I got big giant lips, but they're you know, they're beautiful. You know, you should be like, oh damn, his lips are big. You'd be like, damn, his lips are nice. Yeah, so you gotta take it up for Jesus. Get up for Jesus. Yeah. And my Aunt Della used to do all that, man. My Aunt Della was a lady that lived in this old home that the church gave her. It was a nice home and stuff like that, but she the one that brought me to Jesus. You know, I didn't listen to a lot of sermons, but I went to a lot of church, you know, and I didn't think Jesus was going to fit in my life. You know, I just like, you know, I know about God, but I don't know, you know, but I did used to pray for toys. I used to be, when I was young, I used to pray for toys. I'd be like, Lord, please let me get that bike. And my Aunt Della was so beautiful. She used to just, she couldn't afford it, but she'll put the bike on layaway. Give it up for the layaway. Yeah, layaway. So my Aunt Della, she didn't have no She didn't have money like that, but she saved her money every month to get me what I wanted. If I wanted a bike and all that, and I got it. If I wanted Legos, she got it. My Aunt Della did what she had to do to bless me. So I thank God for her. But she used to talk about Jesus all the time and everything. So Jesus became a part of my life, and that's who brought Jesus in my life. I don't know and stuff. I know some of my family believed in God too, but not like my Aunt Della. My Aunt Della was just Jesus, 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 and but God did a lot of stuff in my life, man. A lot of stuff in my life that I never thought I would be here. Being here has just been. It's really by God's grace for me just to be sitting here in front of y'all, because I've been through a lot of struggles. I've been through a lot, I learned in life that, my grandma always told me, you're going to go through something in life and it's just going to be you and God. And I was young. I was like, yeah, whatever. I'm thinking like, I knew what Jesus was, but I'm like, my family going to always be there. And one day, it was just me and God, I remember, this was one of the hardest times of my life, and I knew God was real. This is when I knew when God was real. I knew he was real, but this is when faith had to kick in. I remember I was working at this job I had a long time ago, and I lost my job. I lost my job, and I lost my place. I lost my apartment. I lost everything. I lost my apartment. I lost the gold I had because I was trying to pawn it just to pay my rent. I lost my car, and I had to go back home and be with my mom and dad. I didn't go home with my mom and dad yet, but I was like trying my best not to go back home. I was just like, I don't care. And when I lost that job too, I was depressed. I was extremely depressed. Okay, I'm talking about I didn't even want to take a shower, but I did take a shower. But I was so depressed that I didn't even want to turn a remote. I was like, somebody help me turn the remote. I'm going to do it. I was just, and I was just depressed. I was depressed. And I remember I was in a bathtub drinking a 40 ounce, just like where my life is going to be and what's going to happen to me. And it was hard, man. It was extremely hard for me, to lose everything. I know when people go through tornadoes and hurricanes, just to lose something, it hurts. And it hurts your heart, the hard work that you work for it, and you lose it. And it's just hard to still stay that faith. I think God always tests your faith, and you just have to stay strong and just believe, And during that time, I lost everything. So I just stayed with people, but I couldn't stay with them. So I had to go back, live with my brother. Thank enough for my brother. My brother let me stay with him. He stayed in the house, but it was hard, man. I was on unemployment and struggling, depressed, didn't have nothing. I lost everything. And I was mad. I was just like, I don't want to go home. And I stayed with my brother for about 2 or 3 years, and it was fun staying with my brother and everything. But my car went out. During that time, my car went out, and I didn't have no car, and my test of my faith just started kicking in, man. I was depressed, but I used to just like listen to a lot of sermons on YouTube and just listen. I used to listen to about almost 300 to 400 sermons all the time just to keep my hope up and my spirit up, and it was extremely, extremely hard. And I remember I didn't have no car out there in the high desert, and I had to walk to church, and I was depressed. I was just like, man, I had to go to church. I went to Burning Bush at the time in a small desert, and it was hard, and I had to walk back home. And I had a girl at the time, and she took me places. I stayed in nice hotels and ate, but it was like a temporary high, as soon as I came home, it was just like back to my my depression life. I was depressed. I was sad, and I was just like, why me? You know, why me? And why I gotta come back out here to the small town? I live in LA, you know? And I was mad. I was just like, man, hurt, cried. I was sad. I was depressed, man. And that was the time that I had to build my faith. And I used to just go to church, y'all. Just sit in church and be sad. I remember I used to go to the Barnes and Nobles and read the Bible and cry at the same time and be reading the Bible, just reading it and reading it and reading it. And going, and like, well, why? You know, why me? You know, but that was the time that, that was the time when Bush was in office, and they had that September 11th, and people lost their jobs by millions, and millions of people lost their job. And we lost our job, and it was depressing, because it was crazy, because you was at the job and you be like looking at the people in the unemployment line, and you be like, okay, thank God I got my job, And one day it came down to me. I lost my job. I lost everything. And during that time, I was just suffering, man. I remember I was like so mad one day. I went up into the middle of the desert in the back, in the middle of the desert, and I just threw myself up and threw myself in the dirt, and I prayed, Lord, why? I was screaming to you. I'm screaming loud in the desert, and I don't know. It was in in a small area, small town, and I was screaming in the back in the desert. And I saw the police, and they waved. I waved at them, and they didn't say nothing to me, but I know I was going through something. I was screaming and yelling and asking God, like, why? Why did I come here? Why? I was doing good. I was doing everything I can, But I was struggling, and I just didn't understand why God did that to me, barely struggling just to make it, to not having nothing was extremely hard. I was depressed for almost 5-6 years, y'all. Depressed, didn't want to go nowhere, didn't have no money, had unemployment, no jobs were hiring at the time. Them some good old days. That's when they had unemployment for like 3 years. They had unemployment for 3 years back then. You had to wait till you get a job. I always put in for a job, but you had to wait for you to get a job. It was 3 years back then, some good old days. But now it's only 6 months. So you guys, now 6 months is not a long time. The 3 years was good. I'm telling you, it was good looking for a job, but now they cut that down. It used to be a year. They were like, forget that. Government like, we're going to cut it down to 6. 6 months. So you lost your job. You only got 6 months. So, I did that, y'all. And I had this song, man. There was a song, I don't know his name, but it was called Jesus. It was Jesus, and it was on YouTube. The sweetest name I know is Jesus. And I remember I was in my car, my car before I lost it, and I was just mad and just sad, man, and jumped out of the car. I used to jump out of the car on the freeway, man, and go and pray to Jesus, like, Lord, why, And it was the most beautiful song is called The Sweetest Name I Know is Jesus. And during that time, I was getting tested. I was getting tested in my life. And tested. And I was depressed. What made me stop being depressed with y'all was I got tired. Got tired of crying. Got tired of being depressed. And because I was so depressed, y'all, it's just Prince of Peace. God gave me peace. Like when you go through suffering and struggling, and when it's so much, He gives you peace. And He told me, like, I know you lost everything, but there's more out there for you. And I turned off the sermons I was watching and reading the Bible and listened to God. And He listened to me, and He said to me, there's more out there. And I lost everything. And then I remember I met my homie, Haratni. He made me laugh, and we talked and then everything. And I was hanging out with him, and things started changing, man. Started changing. I had to leave my brother's house to my mom and dad. And, at the time I didn't get along with my dad. I love my mom, my brothers, but, that was another transition that I had to do. And I was just like, why? Why I'm over here? Why I'm there? Like, God, like, what? What are you doing? What's that guy in the Bible going, why? What I do? But God is testing your faith. And during that time, I met a lot of friends and hung out and stayed with my mom and built that relationship, and built that relationship again with my dad, forgave my dad. And that was a time for me to, like, be with my brothers, be with all my brothers. And one of my brothers got out of the pen. And he got out of the pen. Wait a second, y'all. I'm gonna see if that's right. See, wait a second. Okay, that's good. Okay, I'm making sure. Got out of the pen, and I built that relationship with my brother. I was there with my brothers, and I was there with my mother again, and I was there to build that family strongness and the foundation of family. And I didn't know why. I was like, at the end of things, I didn't understand. I didn't. But I had to have faith to keep going. But I didn't know where that trials and tribulations was going to take me. But that trials and tribulations to the day that I know what I learned is to build the foundation with my family. The structure of meeting my brother. Because I was gone from my brother for a long time. I lived in LA. They were young. They were kids. And I was there for another 5-6 years to talk to my brother and my other brother that came out of prison. And we were all a family in the house, and it was bigger than me. And I didn't understand. I was just like, why? But God got his reasons for things in life, man. He got his reasons and what he wants, His thoughts is his thoughts, and how he see things, he gonna do it on time, But I thank God I went through it. It made me stronger. It made me better. Being in the mud is a blessing. We don't like to be in the mud, but God put us in the mud. I believe he put Moses Moses in the desert? And Moses like, why I'm in the desert? It's the same thing. Sometimes God says, I know the things for you. I forgot. I know the things for you is hope. I forgot what the words was, but I know the things for you. I don't remember. But what I'm trying to say to you guys is that God runs this world. I don't run nothing. I thought I like, oh man, I'm gonna do this. God got bigger and greater things for us, and sometimes we just don't understand. And that's something that's beautiful about God. Your ways is your ways, his ways is his ways. And you won't understand until the end. And God been a beautifulness in my life, man. I got my place again, I got a job, and I've been living better than I did before. That's my neck. And sometimes in life, God is just bigger than us. You want this, and he's like, no, it's bigger, And what I'm trying to say to you guys is, I've been on this thing, I have 98 video. This is 100th video right here. And I'm talking about in videos, not shorts, in videos. And to get this far was a hard road, man. And I know sometimes you guys don't understand. I don't know why God got me on here on YouTube. I don't know. I don't know, but I know that I'm funny. I know that I give motivation. I know I can help people. I know a lot so much about me. I know it's bigger than me. And sometimes it's just a little old me that can spread the love to the world like Jesus. I'm not God. I'm not God. But if I can spread the word like, what's this called? Was the servants, or what they call the people that were following him? You know, spread the word. And man, I'll tell you the truth. When I start doing this video right here, it was 23 videos that I had to give up, man, and struggle to make it, man. Man, I'm just gonna be real with y'all. I don't know where to go next in this. I don't. I just know, okay, I'm gonna do shorts. It's like, God, where do you want me to go next? And God says, I'm leading you there. And it's gonna be bigger and greater one day. You know? And I know that I'm a small channel, and that's cool, because I ain't going nowhere. I'm at 22 viewers right now, and I'm happy about that. I was down to 1 viewer. Not even 1. It's hard to start all over again. Nobody wants to start all over again. Nobody wants change. I don't like change, but you gotta go through change. And what I'm saying is, God is everything, and he rules everything. He's the Alpha, he's the Mega. I don't know what he gonna do, but he gonna do something. He said, I know one word that speaks to me the most is, I will never leave you or forsake you. And you could be praying, Lord, why, man? Why? When you gonna come? He gonna come right on time. When you just barely, sometimes you stop praying. You be like, man, forget it. And that's when it happens. You can be praying, Lord, and then one day you be like, forget it. And then it happens. Because he gonna do it on his time. He gonna do it on your time. I learned in life we're not on God's time. I mean, we learned in life that we're on God's time. Our time is limited. God says our who we are as a people blowing the wind. We're like dust. Years just fly by. And it does. I never thought when I was like 20, I was 20 years old, and I was thinking I'm going to be 47 one day, and I'm thinking like, nah, I ain't going to be, but I'm here. You know, there was this lady on YouTube. She passed away. She was 89 years old. And she was doing videos just like this, you know, talking about her life and everything. She had a big following. And she said, I never knew my life was going to be like this at 89. She never knew that her daughter going to come in and take a video of her and she was going to be big and famous on her last days. And I thought about that and I said, I don't want to waste no more. I want to do it right now. What about doing it right now? Right now is everything. I love the Lord with all my heart, my mind, and my spirit. I don't care what people think. But as long as I know I love the Lord, that's what matters the most. That's why I did my video as 100. Because God was speaking to me, like, do the video on 100. I said, all right, then I do the video on 100. You know? Sometimes, I don't know why I do this. It's just I enjoy it, and some days I get lazy like everybody else. Some days I lose focus, but I'm coming back. I ain't giving. I work too hard now. I ain't never stopping. I ain't gonna never. I'll be 80 years old and like, hey, yeah, I know I know tea. I'm dead. I'm trying to keep my health up, y'all. Man, I'm telling you, when you get older, man, you gotta keep that sugar down, man. I've been exercising 3 times a week. Get up to 3 times a week. Yeah, but I need to get my sugar down. I need to do more cardio, so I gotta do more cardio. Gotta bring that sugar down, man. Sugar ain't no joke. Man, you young, eat all that sugar. No, I ain't gonna say eat all that sugar. I mean, take your time eating sugar, because, man, everything else is good and happy. It's just that sugar, man. This sugar and milk. I couldn't believe that. It's like sugar in every damn thing. You're like, damn, there's sugar in everything. Sometimes I'll be like, man, just get me a candy bar. And they be like, yeah, your sugar went up a little bit. I'm like, man, I ain't trying, by God's grace, not catch no health problems. No diabetes or nothing. I'm trying to stay healthy forever. Okay? They tell me to go to the gym. I'm going to the gym. Okay? I ain't be sitting there like, oh, I ain't going to the gym. I'm gonna be look good when I'm 100. You can be like, damn, Don, you still look good. I'm like, yep, sure do. Sure do. But what I want to say is, man, this is God to tell you stories. I didn't know what I was gonna do. God told me to tell you stories. Something that I love to do. Some days it's fun, some days it's not. But I'm happy. You're gonna see my life. If from right now, you're gonna see my life. You're gonna see my life. You're gonna be like, damn, this dude's still on here. You know? But I'm gonna keep going. One striver every time. 1 out of 1, 2 out of 2, 3 out of 3, 4 out of 4. You know? But what I'm saying is, thank the Lord for everything you do and be happy that God is in your life. He controls everything. He controls everything. I'm talking about the whole world. And I'm not here to save you. No, I'm not here to save you. I'm just telling you what my testimony and what my life been through. I can't save you. Only God can save you. You know? Only God can judge you. But what I want to say to you guys is that love God. No, I say this. I love God. And I appreciate everything he does because he didn't have to. If my life was gone, God forbid, hey, he did everything I wanted him to do. I want more. What more means enlarge my territory, and I want to see what more he got for me. You know, one day get to go over country, see other different countries. But I know that I'm gonna keep praying and keep going. But doing these videos, it's a blessing. If I can help somebody, if I can help one or two, make you laugh, excited, you know, it is what it is. But what I want to say to you guys, hey, I love who I am. I hope you love who you are too. God says in the Bible, you have to love yourself before you can love somebody else. It's pretty deep. I think the scripture was, I know the things for you is not hope. I forgot what that one. I know the things for you. I know the plans for you is things that's hope for. I know the plans for you. I know the plans for you is not disaster. It's the things that's hope for. I think that's it. I don't know. You know. And do I read the Bible every day? No. But I listen to a lot of sermons and I'm not perfect. I just tell you about God. If I can change your life with the word, yeah, it is what it is. But I love some Jesus. Get up for Jesus. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Jesus. Woo! Here we go, y'all. We're gonna do it today. I'm feeling it, Don. You're feeling it, Don. Let's do it. LaDon in the house. LaDon in the house. LaDon in the house. LaDon. Life is good when you enjoying it. Oh, man. This video was good. 100th video. Second video, get ready. My next video gonna be is we're gonna celebrate my 100th video. Yeah. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna give me something to drink. Then I'll be on here to celebrate the 100th video. God first, then celebration. Celebration time. Come on. Oh, you guys are crazy, man. Hey, God is good. All the time. I remember I used to go to work, y'all. And I used to say, God is good. And everybody at work used to be all the time. I remember that. I was always a leader in my life. Always been a leader in my life. Because I love the Lord. I love the Lord. I love Jesus. And I know he loves me. Had a good time with you guys. Let's do the next video. My name is LaDon. Getting big too. Look at that. Oh, getting a little big. Oh, getting a little yeah. I'm gonna get big one day. I ain't gonna be like Coleman and that. Like I'm gonna be a little bit. I'm gonna look good. I'm telling you, I'm gonna look good in my 50s. I'm gonna be looking good. Okay. I ain't gonna be walking around with no belly like this. Hey, how y'all doing? No, I'm gonna look good. Okay. I know I look about. They say, Don, you look about. I say I look about. I say right now, 30. Not that. I say 30. Yeah, I get up for 30. I look 30. Woo! I'm 30, y'all. I thank God for me being young. I'm being real. But anyways, I had a good time with you guys. My next video gonna be what? Celebration of my 100th video. Let's get out of here. Let's go.